my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my...
What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Japan Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle for something that I think is going to help out quite a lot of people, especially while we have some time left in the 5-year anniversary. And that's pretty much how to translate the Japanese text to English. Now, this is not a perfect way to do it. There are mods that you can download on Android, possibly on iOS, to be able to translate the entire game files. And pretty much when you go into something like the missions here, everything will be in English. Now, that's super useful, right? Because if you look here, it'll just tell you, okay, you know, one person has to be trained, spend Baba points. It'll all be in English. That's awesome. The only issue is that, number one, you have to mod the game, so it is an extra step. And it's, when I say an extra step, it's you have to download the file. It has to be an updated file. You need a way to be able to patch it into the game. So it's extra steps, you know, definitely an S at the end. It does require a lot of legwork. You have to keep up with it too, because you really have to be able to, you know, follow instructions well, not to screw stuff up, and get that going. And whenever they update missions and things of that nature, you need the updated translation. So it is the best way to do it, but this is the, I don't want to say lazy way to do it, but if you just want to have the just normal downloaded Japanese version of the game, and you don't want to download any mods or translation packs or anything like that, this is by far the easiest way to roughly understand what the missions are. So, for example, we're in missions here, right? And if I go into the missions on here, so you have like the Corn mission, you have the King Kai mission, all that stuff. But we're going into special missions, right? So as you can see, I've done all of the 55 multi-ticket quests. I actually have that video that I dropped. So if you want to go check that out, definitely go do so. But for example, this item, well, let's take a look at something that maybe gives us a little bit more. So that's 2 Dragon Stones. I'm trying to see if something that gives us like quite a bit of Dragon Stones, right? Something that you'll really want to do. I mean, the 2 Dragon Stones you'll definitely want to do. But let's just say, for example, that Elder Kai, right? All right, I see an Elder Kai. I see 100%. I'm guessing it means I have to 100% a unit, but I'm not 100% sure, right? So actually, this one's kind of long. Let's find one that's somewhat short. Man, what is it? Like full text over here. Okay. Wow, every single one is like 10. Okay, this is good. This is good. So we'll do this, right? It says something about level 10. Okay, what does that mean? So step number 1, screenshot this. Boom, I think I did it. I didn't do it. Boom, there it is. Screenshot it, right? And now I kind of just want to see what's, you know, in that message. So I'm going to cut everything else out. I'm going to lower it down here. And I'm going to raise this all the way up here. Okay. I don't even need that 3 out of 3 really, but I'm going to save it. Okay. And I'm going to save it like that. And you're going to want to do the same thing on iOS, right? Just edit the photo, make it small like that. And now what I want to go and do is download Google Translate, the app. You want to download Google Translate, the app. It should be available on iOS and Android. So let's jump into it right now. So here is Google Translate, the app. As you can see, I already have it. It's got updates on it and whatnot. So it's rated pretty well. What's new, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to allow you to translate what you're trying to translate. So we're going to open it up. And here it is. The first thing you want to do is change the language. I think it has Spanish as the default. You want to change that to Japanese, okay? And then you could download it if you want, if you're not going to always have an internet connection. Now, typically, you would type in Japanese text here, and it would translate it into English, okay? So this is great if you're speaking to somebody who's Japanese and you're trying to have a conversation. They're going to type in what, what they want to say, and it's going to translate into English. That's awesome. That's not what we're going to use it for here. All right. So we're going to X that out. As you can see on the bottom, there's a few different options. There's camera, handwriting, conversation, and voice. We're going to use the first option. So if I hit camera, it's probably going to point. Yeah. So as you can see, it's pointing at my mouse pad here. And there's my keyboard right there. It's a little dusty. I apologize. I haven't cleaned it in a while. But yeah, so it's got the camera right here. If I point it, usually if I'm out in the wild, if I'm in Japan, I can point at a Japanese sign and it would actually translate what's on that sign into English. We're not going to do that. At the bottom, it's kind of hard to see, but there's 3 little buttons, right? And you can see one right here where I'm pointing, right down there. That one should say import. The other one over in the middle, it says scan, and then the one all the way at the end is instant. So instant is literally just, it's going to try to pick it up real quick. Scan is going to really try to look at what the camera's pointing at and scan it. Import is you're going to choose a picture from your phone. So we're going to choose that screenshot that we actually just took by clicking import, right? And so now it's got all the pictures in your phone. As you can see, I have some funny ones here. But we're going to choose the latest one, which is this. And it's going to automatically scan the Japanese text. You saw what it just did? It scanned all the Japanese text. So now at the bottom, there's a little white button on the bottom right, like right on the bottom. Again, my screen is kind of cutting it off, but you'll see it on your screen. There's a button on the bottom right that says select all. And you're going to select all. And it's going to translate all of it at the top. Now, again, like I said, it's not perfect because this is Google Translate. But it's going to give you an idea. So it says, become a friend at the 0% story event, 3 Saiyans destined to destiny. So I already know that that is the, Kid Broly Vegeta event. That tried to set the special movement, special character, level 10. Saiyan, who is at the mercy of destiny, Broly, childhood. Special, let's raise the skill level to 10. Achieved even after 0% Dokkan Awakening. So what does that say? The achievement deadline is March 3rd. And Broly is Broly. Childhood Broly, Kid Broly. Right? So you kind of have to do a little understanding. You have to do a little okay, I'm 3 Saiyans destined to destiny, so that's the new event. I have to raise Kid Broly's super attack level 10 out of 10. And I get a Dragon Stone. And you're going to want to do this, like, you're going to want to be task-oriented. Okay, I'm going to knock this mission off right now. After you do this mission, then you can go to the next mission, take a screenshot of it, open it up in Google Translate it, translate, boom, you knocked off that mission. This is the way that I was able to do the 55 ticket multi. I was going through, so I did all my dailies, I did all the events in the Broly stuff, and then I still had like 4 more tickets to go, and I'm like, what the heck is it? So one of them was the skill orbs that I had to, go into an event using skill orbs. Another one was the Dokkan Awakening. I had to Dokkan Awaken a few characters. And then I forgot what the other one, I think it was just stamina, which was like use 500 stamina or whatever the case is. And I just screenshotted it, put it through the translator, and had a rough understanding. Oh, okay, so that's what this means. I have to spend 500 stamina. I kind of understood that because of the 500. What else would be 500? But it just kind of confirms that, okay, I got to use the 500 stamina. Or the skill orb thing. It's like, what is it asking me to do? Because nothing is like in English or even has numbers attached to it. So then when you see the word skill orbs and it says like equipped and it says battle, you're like, oh, okay, so it wants me to equip the skill orbs and go into battle. All right, so I'm going to have it equipped and go into a bunch of events. And it'll even tell you, like, don't go into these events, right? And, like, the translation is bad. I forgot what it translated World Tournament as. It was, like, something pretty ridiculous. But you kind of understand, like, oh, okay, it was, like, global something. Global something. I forgot what it was. But it was really funny. But then you kind of understand, like, all right, so I'm not going to go and do this. I'm going to go do this. And it just gives you an overall understanding of what you're supposed to do so you can knock out these missions. Again, this is if you don't want to download a mod onto your system, which a lot of us don't want to do, right? You don't want to have the game and then mod it on top of that, or have like a translation patch that you're always going to have to download. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. That is by far the most efficient way to do it, right? But it does require more maintenance. Shout outs to the people that translate, by the way, and put that into the game files for us to download for free. Super, super cool. But like I said, there's some people that either don't want to go through that, or they just, it's not going to work out for them too well. So this is the way that you would want to do it. Simple. Take a screenshot, import it into Google Translate, read it, and then go do it. And that's it. You just do it one at a time, and by the end of it, you'll have all 55 tickets done. You'll have all your missions banged out in Japan. It's the best way to get all this stuff done. Guys, if you found this useful, don't forget to share the video. It helps me out a lot. If you aren't subscribed, consider what you're doing with your life. Go ahead and gently rub that subscribe button, gingerly ring that bell button, sensually kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See you on the next video.